We woke up to rain this morning and the cockerel. It's not actually really early now, but he's still going. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit sad today. I like the idea in a film I once saw that I don't know if it rained because I'm sad or I'm sad because it rained. I think maybe yesterday just drained me a little bit. It was cool and it was an adventure, but it was a lot to pack into one day. It was, I don't know, we were sort of 7 hours. We were up and down the island in the bus, felt a bit sick. So yeah, I think just overdid it yesterday and maybe have been going a bit too hard the past couple of weeks, and I feel like I need a little bit of a rest and a reset. So yeah, I think today, because it does look like it's about to start raining again, just going to chill at the resort here, kind of figure out what we're doing going onwards. But yeah, this is life, ups and downs.
Morning, it is day 21 and it's a day of just chilling out. We're going to reflect, we're using this time to reflect, reset. We're moving on to a new location tomorrow in Koh Chang. But we've been here 3 weeks now. 3 weeks, and there's been so many things that we've learned from, so many experiences. My main thing is my skin, which is my main concern, and the main reason why coming out and taking some time out. It's been good, especially when the past couple of, like the last week or so has been really, really good when we stayed in clean accommodations. But here, it's been really, really itchy. It's just really that aggravating itch that I can't stop. I've been waking up again and up for like 2 hours, and I think it's the air quality that I've kind of looked into and trying to figure out what it is and what's the difference between the different accommodations. And I think it's the air quality here. I'm not so comfortable with the linen, so I'm sleeping on scarves, and I think it's just a small space. And we did notice yesterday, I was standing in a space where there was quite a lot of dog hair around, and I found myself frantically itching, and then it stopped once I moved. So I think I'm just super sensitive to that. But yeah, how are you finding it?
Yeah, I guess coming here I was in two minds about how I felt about the trip. On one hand, it was going outside my comfort zone and doing something new and adventurous, and a push forward in life and leaving behind an old life, I guess, that was coming to an end. So there's a lot of positivity in that, and I think also because we've been so busy, I haven't really had time to think so much, which can be a good thing for me. I'm a big overthinker, and I can go round and round in circles in my head. So I think now that after yesterday, which is it was a draining day. It was a good day, but it was probably a bit too much for me to take on. I think I've crashed a little bit, and maybe started to think more and view the trip in a different way, maybe this morning. And I guess through a different lens, perhaps I could see it as maybe running away from decisions I need to make back home and things that need to be taken care of back home. So yeah, this is the constant battle I have, really, trying to figure out where I'm going and what's the right thing to be doing. So I'm sure it will pass. But yeah, that's where I'm at, really.
We were in Rayong, and we just walked past a dog, like normally, and this dog, so like we got a bit scared. Also, sorry, last one. Can we book for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Can I pay by card?
Oh, sorry, I'll be cash.
Just cash?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Sao. Yeah. This is Sao.
And telling us all about Thailand and what's going on.
Yes, keeping us informed, and her English is so good.
Oh, thank
very
you.
good.
Yep,
Very
thank
good.
you.
Don't let anyone say it's not.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No. We've just come back from the resort's coffee shop where the lovely lady called Sao
Yep.
was there to greet us, and we've actually booked our off boat to Koh Chang with her as well. 500 baht per person.
It might have been a bit awkward if we'd turned up with a different provider right outside the hotel. I think it may be the same bus that picks everyone up, and it was the same price. So
yeah, and you know, we were talking to her for about 45 minutes, and you know, and you just think she's a really, really lovely lady.
Yeah, she was very honest as well.
Yeah,
like, she really gave an honest opinion of some things in Thailand, and yeah, it's really good.
Because what was she saying?
So the elections have just happened in Thailand. They were yesterday, and a new candidate has got in. Apparently, for the past 8 years, the old candidate has, what it sounded like, led with a bit of an iron fist, and speech has been curtailed. So she's looking forward to maybe being able to voice the issues that face Thailand. She also said that walking around Thailand, you can see there's been an influx in cannabis shops as it's been legislated. And I think the new president is looking to maybe reverse that, so it's only going to be used for medical purposes. She said that it's really just the tourists that make use of it, and the Thais don't really smoke the cannabis. So yeah, and I think she didn't think it was a massive problem, and I imagine maybe the government want to be making some tax on that. So,
but she was very happy with the new guy.
Yeah, she seemed like it'd be a positive change. Things have been tough here through COVID. Just with the amount of people coming here, particularly, I think they've been struggling a bit. So yeah, we're one of 8 guests here at the moment, and she says during the low season there's been no rain at all. It's been very hot, and they've been empty quite a lot of the time. So yeah, lovely lady. Yeah,
and she was obviously, we asked her about the issue with dogs and has she experienced it, and she said she experienced being bitten by a dog, a cat, or scratched by a cat, and being attacked by a monkey. And she said, just here they do have a problem with stray dogs. If they have an owner, they're probably better dogs.
She said if the owner's taking care of them.
That.
So it's something that you have to be aware of. I don't really like it, I'm not going to lie. I like the safety of England.
And we take for granted actually that in England you can walk anywhere, even in the forest, and there's nothing really dangerous that's going to attack you or poison you. But she also said that where the sandy beach is there, I think it was last year, a few people died because the current is really, really strong, and they were told don't go out there, the current is strong, and they were like, oh, it's fine, and they weren't even in the sea, they were just sunbathing on the sand, weren't they? And the wave came in and just swept them away. So that, and then she also did say, she said, some advice, she's from the border of Thailand and Cambodia, and she was like, just if you go to Cambodia, just be mindful with the food. She said sometimes it's the preparation might be a bit dirty, and you might have an upset stomach. She's like, I have to tell people when they come. And what was the other thing? And just be aware. There's on the borders. There's a lot of people that are
sounds like
want
poverty's
money.
Worse there.
Yeah.
Like here in Thailand, from what I can see, it feels like there is a bit of a middle class. There are a lot of nice cars on the road. I think there's going to be variation, but I think they're going to be a more affluent country than Cambodia, from what she was saying. And I guess with the poverty, there comes more problems. And she was saying that even when she goes there, she gets hassle from people in the streets coming up asking for money. So yeah, it sounds like it's a bit different from Thailand.
But really lovely to speak to her. She wanted to practice her English, and her English was really, really good as well.
Fair play to all these people.
They
all start by saying my English isn't very good, but it's fine. It's better than fine. They could get by in London, no problem.
No, exactly.
Do you think we're going to miss the rain?
Hopefully, but if not, we're prepared. We've got our flimsy umbrellas.
The lady in the laundry did say rain was coming.
Yeah, she did. She did indeed.
So more bang for your buck here, but what's the taste test saying?
It's alright, I preferred yesterday's steak.
Okay.
Not so much ice in it, and you don't have that like strong taste of Asian mango, but it's alright. The hairband is out, and this is not for fashion accessory, this is for necessity. When I get really itchy, everything just tingles, so I have this so it can like keep my hair away from my face. So does it look good? Does it look good?
Yeah, all right, Erika Babu. So we've been here a bit longer now. It's our final day, and we thought we'd do like a hotel review, what we thought of it. So do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, for the price, I think that it's very basic, and I think it should be priced a little bit lower. Sea views are nice. It's nice to wake up to that. However, again, because of my skin, I think it probably isn't as clean as it looks. That's the skin test that my skin tells me. But also just little things like they don't have a bin. There's no bin there. They don't have a plug for the bathroom sink. It's small, and yeah, there's no cover space really.
The AC struggles as well. Without it, you can get it without it for a cheaper price, but it wouldn't be doable. I think also the security is a bit of an issue. There's no safe, and the door is very
sketchy.
flimsy. To be honest, everything in the accommodation feels like it's about to break. There is a breakage charge list on the wall as well, so be careful. I am in two minds though, because having spoken to the lady today who works there, she's a lovely lady, and she did say that it's mainly German people who stay there, and I think it's because she said they don't want to pay as much as the British people, and she did kind of reinforce the fact it was a 2-star hotel, so maybe we're expecting too much. But I think the negatives are only negatives because of the price point, and it was only £1 cheaper or more expensive.
£1 more expensive
than the
Annika,
which was
breakfast as well.
Yeah, you got breakfast. It had a pool. It had big grounds. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's my honest review.
Yeah. All right, piggies are on the loose. We decided to go for 3 main meals. We've got is it pork?
Basil pork chili, egg and rice.
And egg and rice. Oh, and it keeps going. A sweet and sour chicken and rice, and papaya salad. And Tim has his yellow curry.
It's a green curry.
Green curry.
Yeah.
They look the same, yellow, green. Yeah, we've got a feast going on.
Yeah, and I'm having it as it comes now, pretty much. So I've toughened up.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why we're being such piggies, ordering 4 meals, it's because we decided to stay in the resort this evening, so we're stocking up, so we don't get hungry later on. But this is 320 baht, which is about £7 in total, including my smoothie as well, so pretty good.
Yeah, so that's, I'd say, half the price of what we paid in the resort and those kind of areas for twice as much food.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So I'm in the bathroom for the accommodation, and you can see it has been renovated to make it a little bit more than it really is. It's just a tack on structure, and you can see behind me where it's open to the elements. It is netted, but there's no chance of the AC cooling this place down, and it is a sweat box. If you were looking to cut weight, just sitting here for 20 minutes.
so I thought I'll spin the camera this way so you can enjoy the view, because I've been enjoying this view all day. But we've been just chilling in this hotel for the last day here, and yeah, it's always good to reset, relax. We have been super busy, and for me that's kind of normal. I'm pretty on the go all the time, and I wanted to spend some time just taking it easy, but I still like to be busy at the same time, but busy doing things I enjoy, and trying not to stress about things that's out of your control. However, Tim, it's been great to see as well, because we've done a lot, and like Tim said, this is stuff that we've done. He probably wouldn't have covered it in a year, 2 years. He likes his routine, so I think both of us have come out of our comfort zone, but especially Tim, and I really appreciate him joining me on this journey. It's funny because we've been together for nearly 16 years, married for 2, and I always said, like, you know, busy schedules, work, seeing friends and family, you sometimes don't get to spend some time, and people call it date night. But I remember when we first started going out, I was like, Tim, on our anniversary day, so when we got together, let's do every month, it's the 12th of every month, let's do Tim and I Day, which means we do something together, like date night. And since we've been together, we've never done Tim and I Day. And reflecting on it, I was like, actually, I've just saved up all those coupons for Tim and I Day, and on this trip, every day is Tim and I Day, and it's really great. We are like chalk and cheese, but we work really well together. And out here, even though, you know, you're with someone 24/7, and it's not like at home when you get some space from each other. There's times we have like little digs at each other, and there's some frustrations, but we've laughed so much on this trip as well that we haven't laughed like this many times in such a small space of time when we're back home. So that's been really good. But when there is time of reflection, time of reflection, and when you start to reduce the activities, the distractions, the mind starts to kick in, go in overtime, and they call it the monkey mind. The monkey mind starts to, you know, you want to relax, you rest the body, but a lot of the time the mind starts to kick in, and that can bring up loads of thoughts, positive, negatives, regrets, what if, what's going to happen, you know, all of that sort of stuff. And then sometimes that can just throw you into a bit of a spiral, down or up. A lot of times it's down, but I notice as well energy and space. So here we've had time to chill, but this accommodation is really small. So when you go into it, you just feel quite claustrophobic, and I definitely feel the energy. We are really lucky that we can step out and enjoy space like this, but you do notice as soon as you come into a small space, and then you haven't got too much distraction, that mind gets worse and worse and worse. So one thing that I always say is like, just let things be. And I got a really good t-shirt on this trip, and it says, what is yours will find you. So a lot of times just have that faith. If the monkey mind starts to go crazy, let it, but don't let it drag you down. A lot of the times it's just the monkey mind being a monkey.